Hi everyone, today we're going to take a look at the packet for week 5, lesson 1. This is working with the power property with fractions, and there is some mixed review in here as well. We're going to start by taking a look at number 1. Number 1 is asking us what is 2 to the 4th power over 2, all raised to the 4th power. So where we're starting is we have to take this exponent that is on the outside of the parentheses and distribute it to everything inside, to each of these exponents, both on the top and on the bottom. And when we are working with the parentheses, we're going to multiply those exponents. So how we would rewrite this is 2 to the 4 times 4 all over 2 to the 1 times 4. Remember that when we don't have an exponent attached to a number, there is technically a little hidden 1 right there. Now we just have to go ahead and do our math. 4 times 4 is 16. So we're going to have 2 to the 16th power. And now 4 times 1 on the bottom is going to give us 4. So we have 2 to the 4th power. What we now have is a division. So we're going to use the quotient property of exponents, where it says when we're dividing common bases, we're going to subtract those exponents. So this is all going to equal 2 to the 16 minus 4. If we do our math and our exponents here, 16 minus 4 is going to give us 12. So our answer is 2 to the 12th power. And we can see that for number 1, that would be answer option C. If we take a look at another one, we can look at question number 2, where it's almost the same numbers but a different exponent. We still have 2 to the 4th power all over 2. And all of this is raised to the 2nd power. We're going to take that 2 and distribute it both to that exponent of 4. Remember that there is a little hidden 1 here, so we're going to multiply it to that 1. Our problem is then going to become 2 to the 4 times 2 all over 2 to the 1 times 2. 4 times 2 is going to give us 8, so we have 2 to the 8th power over 2 to the 1 times 2, which is 2. Now this looks like a quotient property of exponents, so we're going to subtract our exponents. We have like bases, our base is 2. We're going to subtract the top minus the bottom. So we have 2 to the 8 minus 2, which is going to be 2 to the 6th power, which we can see is answer option B. There is some mixed review in this packet as well. So you can see on the bottom of the next page, it says use the product property to simplify. And this is review. We've got 2 to the 4th power times 2 to the 4th power. Our bases are the same, so we can keep it. Our base is 2. When we are multiplying our like bases, we add our exponents. So this is 2 to the 4 plus 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. So our final answer will be 2 raised to the 8th power. So in this case, our answer option is C. And then flipping over, on the back side here, it says use the quotient property to simplify. If we look at number 17, it says 3 all over 3 cubed. When you use the quotient property, you have like bases, 3 and 3, those are the same base, and a division sign. That means that we have to subtract our exponents. So our problem for number 17 is going to turn into 3 to the 1 minus 3. We now have to do the math with our exponents. 1 minus 3 is going to give us a negative 2. So our answer is 3 to the negative 2. But you'll notice that none of our answer options have a negative exponent. So negative exponents do not like where they are. They move to the opposite side of the fraction bar and they become positive. So this 3 to the negative 2 is really going to move to the bottom side of a fraction and become positive. So our answer will actually be 3 to the positive 2. But we can't leave this blank on top of the fraction bar. We need to put a 1 in this place. So our final answer is going to be 1 over 3 squared, which you can see is answer option D. I want to take a minute to go ahead and look at why this works and how come we move negative exponents to the opposite side of the fraction bar. If we went ahead and solved this as is, we have 3 over 3 cubed. Well, 3 doesn't have an exponent, so it's going to stay 3. And then 3 cubed, we can go ahead and work out. 3 cubed is 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is going to give us 9. 9 times 3 gives us 27. So our final answer is 3 over 27. And if we go ahead and grab a calculator, we can actually do that math to show what the answer is going to be. So if you have a calculator, you can grab it. I'm going to use my laptop right here. But if we go ahead and type in 3 divided by 27, we're going to see that the decimal value of 3 divided by 27 is 0.111. All of that repeats. So if we found this and converted it to a decimal, our final answer would be 0.1 repeating. If we go ahead and take this final answer that we ended up with, 1 over 3 squared, well, we would have to convert that. We can keep our 1 here, but now we have to figure out what is 3 squared. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9. And if you have a calculator, you can go ahead and type in 1 divided by 9. I'm going to use my calculator over here off to the side and type in 1 divided by 9. And if we type that into the calculator, we get the same answer as 0.11 repeating. So regardless of how we do it, whether we actually just solve the math that's there or move the exponents and simplify, you'll see that we get the same answer.